Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and the Let's Farm Iowa series here on UMRV. So we are heading down into town right now to get ourselves some lime. We got the hopper bottom trailer on the back of the Pete here, and we got some liming to do. So I thought we were gonna hop right into some cultivating, but I was checking the nitrogen levels a bit, and then I noticed, oh wow, we need some lime. So that is what we're gonna do. We have ourselves a trial spreader, solid spreader, so we'll show that to you once we get up to the farm. We've kind of been reaching out to a few different manufacturers, dealerships around the area about possibly purchasing one of those, and this dealership gave us a rental for a bit that we can try out. So we're gonna spread some lime with it. So I'm looking forward to using that. Stop here at the red. Here we go. Off we go. Still loving my end cab with the increased FLV, or I guess decreased? Increased? Increased, yeah. Increase your FLV when you go farther out, right? So, this is kind of nice. You can see the mirror without moving your mouse. Oh, we got a green. Gotta quit talking and focus on the trucking. Yeah, super trucker here. Got the Jakes on all the time, if you can't hear them, no matter what. Super trucker. Next, got to get ourselves a big old shifter that sits about 3 feet above our head. Then we'll really be super trucking. That'd be a real good time. They closed the gate on us. Flip the flash. Flip the four-ways on while we come across the street and open the gate ourselves. She's slick. I don't remember closing all these since the last time we did this. Well, I guess the last time we did this was on the previous save where we had start and spraying mod, so I guess all this stuff probably wouldn't be open yet. Pull right under this loader Dalio whopper. Seeds, lime, that's what we want. We'll hop out and open the door up. Well, I guess we gotta come over the button, open the door up. Maybe? Open up. Open sesame. So I'm in a particularly cheerful mood today, I suppose. Oh geez, this might take a bit. Bit of a real life update. We, wife and I decided that, you know, the channel's growing and, something to really, it's starting to get to the point where it's like, okay, this could kind of be something, especially with kind of the income that we're seeing from it, as well as just, you know, the amount of subscribers and stuff. So, I'm going to be foregoing the real life farming this fall. Wasn't going to be doing anything really significant, probably just running the rock picker, to be honest with you, new guy jobs. But so I'm not going to be doing that this fall, and I'm just going to be sticking around and really grinding out the YouTube as well as my business, because that is also going pretty decently so far. We're actually looking into buying a building uptown where we live that has a commercial kitchen already in it, and as well as an apartment up above it. That we could possibly still if we own the building, we can rent it out, as well as the person that's already in it already rents it out that is using the storefront. And yeah, that could be pretty good for the business, because then I could just utilize the commercial kitchen in the back for my personal chef business and catering stuff. But anyway, so the reason why I'm particularly cheerful is because we decided about all these things, right? And we also decided that maybe one day a week we would, because as you know, the days that I am not cooking or doing my, chefing thing, I'm watching our daughter. So we are going to be taking one day a week where she goes to her grandma's house, and I get to just be at home and focus on getting things done for my personal chef business and YouTube. So that's really kind of been really great today, because I have just gotten so much done, and we gotta hit this green light. And I've gotten 2 videos recorded already. I got all the things I needed to do done for my business, and yeah, it's just great. Like, because I can just sit here and record my voiceovers and all that good gameplay stuff and not have to worry about waking up my daughter who's next door. It kind of, lately in the videos, it's been kind of driving me a little nuts, because I've kind of noticed myself, it's just a habit. Like, I'm not trying to be quiet or anything, but I've noticed that I have been kind of really like muting myself and not like projecting my voice. And that's due to, because every time that I actually have a chance to record YouTube videos, it's usually my daughter sleeping in the room right next door. So it's actually been pretty awesome. So I'm getting ahead again, and I haven't been ahead since I was hoping to be ahead after stopping recording or putting out a video every day after the month of January, and that just hasn't happened. I think I was ahead like 2 videos at one point, and then it just didn't happen. So I'm so excited to be ahead. I don't have to worry about editing a video at 10 o'clock at night and getting it rendered and downloaded overnight, because as you know, my internet is garbage. So it takes forever to upload a video. So yeah, it's gonna be great. I think things are kind of like coming together for this. I mean, I never even thought that we would be at a point. I say we because it is. I mean, it's a thing that both my wife and I are invested in, this channel. She supports me, so it's a we thing. And anyway, to where I would be able to take a day to just work on this. It's kind of a blessing and really exciting. Obviously, it's not, as you guys see, we're not a huge channel, but we're definitely growing at a pace where I can see us doing it. I mean, the goal has changed from 5,000 subs by the end of the year to I would like to be at over 10,000 subs by the end of the year. I think that's actually a more realistic goal, because we've been growing so fast. So I don't even know why. I don't know why I looked left and right. There's no cars on these roads. All right. Just doing our due diligence as a super trucker. Anyway, after that whole rant, that nearly 10-minute rant, thanks for listening. I do appreciate that. Yeah, so we got some lime. Everybody hop out of cab now. Got some lime in here. We probably will have to take another load or trip down at some point to get that lime refilled. Took out a pretty good chunk. What was that? What were we at? 131, so about 25,000. Right? No, 15,000. I am not a mathematician. I am the farthest from it. But anyhow, I need to, off camera, get the rest of this field spread with manure. So I think what the plan is going to be, we'll probably lime. It shows that it's already limed, this field on the right. It's not actually limed. It's just because we did the lease thing where we ended our leases and bought it, so it like reset the field states and things like that. So we'll probably lime this field that we spread manure on. We'll re-lime this field. We have some manure where that we can spread and probably finish up that. Oh, where am I going? Oh goodness, I got myself into a pickle here. I was going to... I'm just talking too much. Talking about manure, we were coming over here and looking at the manure. But we got the bales baled, the grass baled here on that little piece that we cut. Actually a pretty decent amount that we got out of that, so I'm happy with that. We'll get those off the field at some point and get those wrapped up. Had a bit of rain this morning, so that's why we're kind of getting a late start to it. Had to wait for the rain to quit. Hopefully we got decent field conditions to where we can pull this spreader, and we're putting the 800 on it. Pretty good, pretty big spreader, so I think the best way to do this is if we pull in this drive. And we kind of just pull up around here. We're going to just pull the auger under this, and then we'll pull the spreader under the auger. Okay. Leave that going because we're going to need to use that. You probably caught a glimpse of what we actually got on the back of the big old tractor. It is the Unverferth Pro Force. Big old spreader. It would probably fit our operation pretty good. Fits the size of equipment that we're running, so we got this auger hauled over from the feedlot this morning. We were just kind of trying to figure out jobs to do. I think yay, nay, should work. It should. I literally just tested this. Weird. Because we're not square up. We need to get ourselves a little bit more square here. What in the heck? I'll get this figured out. Don't you worry. So we should have got it. We should have got it figured out. So I think it was because the auger was still had a little bit of lime in there from when I was testing out that setup prior to the video. So here is our SPREADIN setup. We got the like I said, the Unverferth Pro Force 2250. And I think that's going to be this will be a perfect tractor for this job. I think the 700 will probably be a little bit under powered, I would think, for the job. I was just concentrating, making sure we were doing it right. So this thing holds actually about a full hopper on the semi-trailer there, so and actually lime does spread pretty quick as well, so we are going to hop in this first field here. You want to do this one? Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's do this one. Just going down the road, but might as well throw your flashers on. You never know who's going to be around. Farm safety is key. So this thing has a pretty big spread on it too. So I think we have to unfold it. Yeah, alright, we'll get her going. Yeah, that's a pretty wide throw. That's okay with me. Kind of do a headland here, and then we'll throw a GPS course on it. I think is going to be the plan. Make sure we get maximum efficiency. I don't like that we're going so fast. Why is this thing allowing us to go 26 miles an hour? That's quite the speedy. We're gonna go 10, 11. That seems a lot more appropriate. And we're not gonna spin out by doing that, so we'll keep hammering away at this job. We'll throw her on a time lapse and see you guys at the end of the time lapse. So that is that field done. I definitely thought we were gonna have to top ourselves up, but pretty sweet that we didn't have to, because now we'll probably be able to do that whole other field. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 1 and we won't even have to make another trip down. So, because I'm not planning on doing any more lime spreading quite yet, because we do need to get these fields now cultivated and kind of put a nice seed bed in for our planter, because next month is planting season. So we're gonna get our beans in and our corn and all that goody stuff. So I don't believe that we're gonna be doing any grains this next year, because we have that mod from Bronkema. We will just be using cornstalk bales, soybean bales as bedding, probably once we run out of straw bales. And honestly, I'm not convinced we're going to run out of straw bales this year, so that's kind of my thinking behind it. Just gotta move the auger quick. There we go. Back up under it, fill it up. There we go. Working like a charm. See, and whenever I've tried to do this setup with like a seeder type, like a seeds, you know, like how they do that in with like the big air drills and stuff like that, like the big Borgos and stuff, where they take a hopper bottom with seed and all that good stuff and fill them up that way. I've never been successful, and that might just be due to the mod. But I mean, let's be real, I haven't really done that very much. Anyway, I act like I've played with air drills and stuff like that all the time, but yeah, no, I do not. I should have easy developed this field and turned the weeds off, or not the weeds, the limed, oh gosh, the limed state off prior to doing this, because now we can't actually see where we're going. Luckily we got GPS, and luckily we have our little map down there that kind of shows us a little bit where we're going. Not go 22 mile an hour. We don't have the weight on the front to support that fast of speed, or else we're just going to spin out like we've already shown that we will. I appreciate all the support lately on these videos, guys. This is definitely our probably most popular series. I'm loving it still, really enjoying this series. The map is just so good. And yeah, I can see this one going on for a bit, so I am definitely itching to get a new get onto a new map though. But that means one of our 3 series has to go, type of thing. I don't want to do more than 3. I've already went through all that in a previous video, but I'm itching to get on something new. I want to get onto Edgewater pretty bad. That map looks awesome. I don't know what else is there out there, but I've always wanted to. I always want to play on like UK maps too. I am a huge fan of UK farming from real life YouTubers like Tom Pemberton and Nick's Farm, and who else? George Saunders, he's a good UK guy. If you guys know any other UK YouTubers, let me know in the comments. I enjoy those. That kind of farming, it's just so different, and it's just I feel like I learn something whenever I watch them. A different way to do things and stuff like that. As well as some of my favorite YouTuber, like farm sim YouTubers, do UK farming, such as Cartech, who I have literally on my second monitor right now. His video, I was just watching it as we were doing the time lapse. His video on the oaks. So if you haven't watched Cartech, please go check him out. He just got above 500 subs. Definitely think he deserves more. He is a great content creator. Disturbed is, those two are buddies, and he does some good stuff. Mr. Farquhar, he is another one of my favorites as well. Great supporter of our channel as well. And yeah, it's interesting how Mr. Farquhar and I found each other, kind of mutually subscribed to each other. I subscribed to him first because I enjoyed his content when he was doing Maypole, I think is the one, and the Shire Farm Own the Map Challenge, which he is still doing, and also where I got my idea for the Own the Map Challenge on Richlands, Ohio. So, yeah, so those guys are a few of my favorite YouTubers. I personally have enjoyed supporting the smaller channels. Obviously, I watch the guys like Kadurk and FSG and RXZ. Those are three of my favorite guys as well. But I also really like watching the smaller guys. So I want to do more to help. I mean, I'm a smaller guy as well. Like that, so like I enjoy. I don't know. It's where I'm at in my journey, my YouTube journey as well. So I think there's something to it with kind of supporting each other, and it's kind of a community thing that we gotta all support each other and that kind of stuff. So anyway, as I just continue to ramble on while you guys watch me drive a tractor around, see if we can line this up right. Should have been setting a GPS course on that last pass there. Alright, let's set this course. We'll go set the A. Gotta go 15 meters before we can set our B. 15 meters, set the width. There we go, little checker. Yeah, pretty good. That'll work for now. So, probably, what do we want to do? Want to hop back into the time lapse? I don't feel like that first time lapse will be very long, so we probably can just hop back into another one and finish this job up. So now that I'm kind of had a chance to kind of think about what the timeline of the day is going to look like, I think we're going to probably end this video here soon. I kind of like to just do one day per video type of thing. I mean, I know I haven't really been strict about that, but ideally that's kind of what I want to stick with. But 'cause I'm thinking that we're not going to have enough to finish this field, unfortunately. We might be cutting it close, and at that point we probably just won't spread, or we might just leave a spot that's not limed, because I'm not too anal about those kind of things. So yeah, I think we'll probably get this. Where were we at? I think we're right about over here. Flip that on. Yeah, I think I pretty much hit her right spot on, so yeah. I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. hopefully you enjoyed. I know it wasn't anything like too crazy and eventful, but you know, I got to do some super trucking. Got to spread some line with our new piece of equipment here, our rented piece. See how long we keep this for, or if we make the purchase or not. Most likely we probably won't make the purchase until we need it again next year. Maybe we'll purchase it then, because we do have a lot of money that we owe that we need to start paying down. Because as I said, this is the first episode, or the first series in the rollover series that we want to do, where we kind of continue to build our farm up through different maps and stuff like that. So we gotta get ourselves in a decent position before we leave this farm and move on to where we can actually start at a decent point in the next farm where we're not massively in debt, you know what I mean? So anyway, yeah. So I appreciate you guys watching. And as always, I'll catch you in the next video.